Well, nothing to report from the thing, so welcome to the United States Grand Prix. There's our contract at the moment. Not a bad contract. We just have to win here at Austin. Let's choose new rival. Alright then.
Well against your rival
we'll beat Lance this weekend for about the 10th time. So let's see who we can pick. Oh, I think it's got to be Ocon, really, hasn't it? Or we could be a cheap ass and do one of these guys. No, I think it's got to be Ocon. Had to be Ocon, really. Or Perez. No, definitely Ocon. So there we go. So we'll fight with Esteban Ocon. We've already won a rival with him. Weather looks good this weekend. Around one of my favourite circuits, the Circuit of the Americas. In Travis County, Texas. Just outside of Austin. So there's our rivalries. 34 podium finishes. Not too shabby if you say myself. There's our R&D tree. Not bad looking, if I do say so myself. We've adapted quite a bit of aero for Williams because we know that's where they struggle the most. But we might give them a couple more power stuff. Season standings don't really. Where are we going? What is this guy doing? Yeah, I mean look. Oh, that's it. We were comparing our second and third seasons there, which we got many firsts. There's the standings. Myself leading from Stroll, Vettel, Ocon, Perez, Verstappen, Ricciardo, Leclerc, Hamilton and Bottas. That's your top 10. I think still Stoffel Van Dorn. Yep, yet to score. Stoffel Van Dorn. He's got time though. But without further ado, I do believe it's time to go get practiced around here. And then, all being well, we should see you for the qualifying session. No, not for qualifying, sorry. We'll see you for the race when that happens.
In 2012, America's on-again, off-again love affair with Formula One finally seemed to settle down with the completion of this wonderful racing facility here in Texas. Since then, we've been treated to some incredible races, including, of course, that classic wet-dry championship decider of 2015. It's the Circuit of the Americas then, situated 14 miles outside the great city of Austin. This is the 3.6-mile lap with 20 corners, 10 each to the left and to the right, and top speeds of around 200 miles per hour. Overtaking opportunities are available into turns 1 and 12, especially with that rear wing DRS wide open. Also here, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Paul. They've had a fantastic campaign. It's been a wonderful year, and they come into this weekend's Grand Prix as a fully deserving champion.
It really is well deserved. I wouldn't say it's been a faultless title challenge.
Could we stop talking about me?
Consistent and well managed. Here's hoping they let off a bit of steam today.
Let's talk about someone else.
Race.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Paul lines up on pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Verstappen, Nico Hülkenberg, and Stroll, Ricciardo, Raikkonen, Van Dorn, and Charles Leclerc, Ocon, Bottas, Fernando Alonso, and Ericsson, Hamilton, Magnussen, Romain Grosjean, and Pierre Gasly. Hartley and Carlos Sainz starts from the back of the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, you can brake late into one because of the incline. It's a slow corner though, so make sure you stay out of trouble. Good luck.
Yeah, they may say I edged them out, but let's be honest, this car was utterly dominant during qualifying. So dominant, you may notice just on the right front tyre there, a little patch of red. That is because we actually did session 2 on the super softs. That is how quick we were. So we're gonna start on these super softs and then go straight to the ultra soft tyre for the end of the race. Oh boy, is this going to be all kinds of fun. So yeah, we're gonna get out there, we're gonna get off and underway, and hopefully we can have a good race against some of these other cars. So let's see what happens. So here we go then for the American Grand Prix. 5 red lights are up on the screen there, and it's lights out, away we go, and it's a fantastic start, if you can believe it, from the red car. Look at that Ferrari go. I think that was Sebastian Vettel. It is Sebastian Vettel on our outside, but Max Verstappen got an even better start, and he'll take the lead from Sergio Perez as we head into this lovely S section. Look at that. Oh, that's very wide from us. Going through turn, whichever one that is. That's one of them. I can't remember which one it is. I think that's this is turn 8 coming up. No, this is 7. As we come up into 8, and then 9's the king for turn 10. Over the crest of the hill, we're going to be down chasing Sergio Perez here for 2nd place. But what a start by Max Verstappen. Out of nowhere he made that start as we head down this undulating, well, it's not a back straight, but it's a sort of a back straight. This is, excuse me, this is where we're going to be doing DRS as Sebastian Vettel. Whoa, blimey! What a move that was. We got we caught Vettel napping, or should I say we caught Perez napping. Vettel's come through on Perez, and we come into 2nd place, nearly taking the lead off Verstappen, who has been trying to be passed by Perez. But they've all gone to sleep. That's how dominant our car was around here. And just remember, we're on the slower tyre here. We're on the super soft, not the ultra soft that young Verstappen's on. What on earth is going on? That move was somewhere else, and it damn sure wasn't in good taste as we head off after the young Dutchman through this fast section, through turn 4, 5. It's going to be round long, turn 6, then into, well, I assume that's turn 7, and then 8. Well, so that's turn 8 then. Over the curve will turn 9, and then crest of the hill, turn 10, into this tight hairpin, turn 11. And you've got to be so close because you can get it nice and tight here. You can have a good braking zone down into turn 12. And that's what we're going to be looking at into turn 12 here, as we start gaining on Verstappen down into that corner. We have a think about it, but we'll back out of it in the end. Don't want to put all our eggs into one basket in that corner. Through turn 13, 14, down to 15 and 16. And then this lot, well, they say this is turn 17 and 18, it's 2 corners. I say it's 1 personally. But they want to be pedantic about it, be pedantic. Then into turn 19, another one that's off camber over the crest hill. It'll throw you to the outside of that curve there as we come on to turn 20 to start lap number 3. You've got to get your breath now, because if you don't get your breath,
great work. That's a new fastest lap for the race,
folks. And into turn 1, have a think about it again, but no, we go a little wide. And now it's off after Verstappen. We got DRS now as well. It's nice to have DRS again after that awful. Misses. That awful race we had in Japan. Well, I say awful, we were winning it, and then what happened? We binned it. Put it in the kitty there as we go. Yeah, we get our first track warning there as we come into turn 11. And we're pretty close to Verstappen. This should be a bog standard easy move. It's Mercedes against Renault. Williams against Red Bull. There goes the DRS. And that is candy from the proverbial baby. As DRS slams shut, and we are up into first place. And a very deserved first place, if I do say so myself, as we go to a replay here. Now, who's this? This is Sergio Perez. Now, he was pretty close to Sebastian Vettel here. That's Lance Stroll behind him. What's going to, how I presume, well, Vettel's got no DRS. That's Ferrari against Mercedes. Oh, Stroll's going to make it 3 wide. What? Oh! Stroll's having the big boy pants today. That's Perez past Vettel. And Vettel's going to hold off Lance Stroll. If he's not careful, that Renault's going to come and get him. I think that was Carlos Sainz back there. Oh my god. Only 3 laps in and it is utter chaos right now. You just can't get your breath because somewhere there's going to be another move done and you just don't know where that move is going to come from. As we go into that first corner, I've got to tell you, it's one of the best first corners I think there is in the entire calendar. Just because it is so uphill, you can brake so late into that first corner. And you can come from like 5 years back and make the move. That's how much that first corner I rate as one of the best corners in the calendar. It's just it's one of those corners as we go to Sebastian Vettel. Once again, he's got Lance Stroll for company. Let's see if the young Canadian can do the business this time. Actually, it's Perez. We got Perez here in front of us as well. Oh, go! Yeah, get the elbows out, lads. Go get you some. Oh no! There's a smoking car in the background. Who is that? Go fight! Oh, it's Charles Leclerc. Oh dear, it's Charles Leclerc. His Sauber has had enough for the day, and has decided it's going to go home as we go to the front now, and we've got to fight for the lead. It's Max Verstappen and myself. Oh, you're about to see, I think, the power of this first corner because Max has got DRS. He's going to go for the move. This is textbook first corner, absolutely, and we're going to give it him. No need to really fight him because that's not what we're here for. Well, we are here to fight, but we're not here to overly fight it because we're already the world champions, so we don't need to worry about that. As Lance going down to show how it's done into the first corner. There you go, Lance. Good boy. Oh, and Vettel gives him a nudge in the back as well. I think there's going to be a couple of fingers come out there, because that move was not on from Lance as we go back to the race lead. Oh, Max has left the door open. Max, what are you doing, Max? Oh, you utter wumble! Max Verstappen left the door open, we went through, and then he decided to come across and slam the door in our face. And he's damaged our front wing. What a turd. What is this Dutch kid doing? Because I don't even think he knows what he's doing sometimes. He's just so out there, it's unbelievable sometimes. As we come through, we're going to have oh, there's the understeer from the wing damage, and Max has taken the lead back. Oh, what an absolute monumental douche-ass. But if we have our way, because we're going to have DRS, we might as well give it a go into the hairpin. See if we can get him on lap 6, but we've got to watch because Perez is coming. And that Force India in a straight line is not shabby, let's put it like that. But we're coming into a section where we're going to have such horrible understeer. I mean, look at it. Oh, good lord. We had to do that. Got a corner cutting warning for it. So that's our second. We've got to be nice about it now. As we can't catch Verstappen. He's disappeared. We may not even have DRS as we go wide in turn 11, and that's going to put Perez right on our rear wing, I should say. Don't know what I was saying there. Rear wing. We'll give it the old Jonathan Ross treatment. In fact, here he goes. Perez down the inside. We're going to let him have it because we are. Oh, well, we may not let him have it easily. Let's put it like that. Yeah, come get you some. Perez doesn't want any of this, that's for sure. You can give it up all you like, Perez, but we're here to fight now. We're not here to play around with some of you guys as you want us to do. I think we're also going to pit this lap. Yeah, we're going to pit, and the problem is I think everyone else is going to pit at the same time. In fact, Verstappen's also pitted. So who's going to take the race lead here? I think one of the Ferraris is screen ball. Vettel's right behind me, so it must be Kimi Raikkonen that's gone into the race lead with one of the Red Bulls behind. Look at this stop. Now that we have to put the rear wing on. So the rear wing's on. Come on, we're ready to go. But look at this. We're being held up in traffic. Oh my God, that is so frustrating. And we're going to come out behind one of the Renaults. And I think that's Nico Hülkenberg, the Renault in question. Oh, as stops go, that was an atrocious one. And yes, indeed, it is Kimi Raikkonen out in the race lead. I think it's that Red Bull behind him. It is. It's Daniel Ricciardo, because obviously Verstappen pitted. And this is the fight for the lead as, well, Ricciardo must have DRS and he's gaining. Go on, get you some, Daniel. Go, Daniel. Oh, that's going to be a fight. Go! Kimi locked the brake up as well. Oh, good. I tell you what, Daniel Ricciardo, if his Renault next year is anything even close to good, he's going to have an absolute charge. He's going to have absolutely nothing stopping him. And in fact, he's just taken the lead. No! Oh, that is close action going into turn 17 and 18 and into 19. I think they're going to pit now as well. Indeed they are, as we go back to myself here. This is from earlier. We were chasing down Nico Hülkenberg. I don't know if we got the move done here or not. Let's see, coming out of turn 11. Do we have DRS? We'll soon know any second now. Yep, we have DRS. Fortunately, the American producers have given us the wrong camera here, but you see we've breezed past that Renault. Oh, but he's going to have a go on the outside. Why not? Yeah, nice try there, champ, but that's not going to work for you. As we're back on board with myself, the world champion. We've got Hamilton in front. So I think Bottas is in front. Isn't that Bottas in front of him? It looked like Valtteri Bottas. If it wasn't Bottas, it was certainly Perez. In fact, yes, it's Perez, not Bottas. So let's see what we can do here on coming to start lap number 8 as we get DRS on Lewis Hamilton. There's cars coming out of the pit lane as well. This makes first corner a bit treacherous. Oh, who's that? That's Ricciardo. So we beat Ricciardo. That was a good. No, we got the other mistake. What? I don't believe that move just happened. That is both Mercedes in one corner on the same lap. Unbelievable. As we go up to the back of Sergio Perez here. And if this is going to be down into turn 11, this is candy from a baby on Perez. We'll even have DRS as well to add insult to injury. And that's textbook into turn 11. Let's see if we do get the DRS. We've got the two Ferraris in front of us. Vettel chasing Raikkonen. Did we have DRS? We did have DRS as well. That's just insult to injury from Perez. But Perez is going to give us a fight back here. So do I tell you that Force India Mercedes is not shabby in the least. Especially when it comes to fighting against the Williams Mercedes. It really is pretty nippy, I would say. So who's leading this race then? So we're in P5 now. So we've got Vettel and Raikkonen in front of us. I assume Verstappen's out in front of us as well. So I wonder if Stroll's leading this race. I think, personally, Lance Stroll is leading this race. Which would be a shock, considering he was about 5th. So he's come out in front of everyone and duped us all.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
The ultra softs now. See, we're on the preferred tyre as opposed to all of them. Yeah, it's Vettel next, then Raikkonen. So let's see what we can do with these two. We took both Mercedes in the space of one corner. Can we take both Ferraris in the space of one corner? That would be a bit insulting to the Scuderia from Maranello, as we come out of turn number 9 and now down to turn 11. We're going to have DRS on Vettel, that's for sure. If we can get a great exit, we might even be able to get Raikkonen. So let's have a look here. We got the toe on Sebastian. The American director's looking at the wrong place again. Excuse me, Mr. American Director, can you sort yourself out, please? In fact, yes, there. Oh, we got him over again. Put me over. Done. Turn 12. Will we be allowed to keep that position? We might be. Side by side with Raikkonen, and we took Raikkonen for 3rd place. Whoa, excuse you, the wall is that way. And we nearly got introduced to it. As we... Whoa, what were we doing there? We haven't a clue what we were doing there. But we're going to go back now to... Who is that? That looks like Daniel Ricciardo. He's chasing down one of the Mercedes. So, in fact, the Mercedes is chasing down him. No, it's not. Oh, that's a bit of contact there between Bottas and Ricciardo. Ooh, get the elbows out again. Daniel Ricciardo is a car on a mission today. And in fact, he's just taken Bottas. Get the elbows out and off we go. As we go back to myself, the world champion. On lap number 10 now. So we just got Verstappen in front of us. And yeah, it is Lance Stroll out in the lead. So how did our teammate gain that much time over us? Not even I know how much he got gained on us there. I don't even know why he's even trying there. The Raikkonen's
Say that again, we're having trouble receiving.
Reports, but
no threat of rain for the time being. Conditions looking good. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Obviously the tyre to be on right now, because we can see dry tyres are the tyre to be on right now. The track is bone dry. And we're catching young Max Verstappen here. Going to be keeping an eye on Perez and Vettel here, because Perez is getting pretty close to Sebastian Vettel. Excuse me. Into turn 17 and 18 there. But we're also getting close to Verstappen. Look at
You're
this.
hitting the energy deployment limit and losing ERS power before the end of the lap. Lower the ERS deployment mode to prevent this.
We're definitely gaining on him. It's a case of, can we pass him and then can we win this race? Because I don't know if Lance will let us by easily. I'm hoping he does. But you never know. You never know. Ooh, we've got to be close. We've already had 2. We don't want a third. The third will equal a time penalty. And that we cannot do without, because then we've really got to push the boat down. We've really got to put the hammer down. As we come through turn 11 now, we get here we go. I told you, keep an eye on this battle between Perez and Vettel, and it's going to be right here. I think it's going to be down into turn 12. Vettel doesn't have DRS, Perez does. Mercedes against Ferrari, and this is going to be candy from a baby. Absolutely textbook Stonewall. That was what he needed to do. So Perez, move Perez into 5th place as we come back to myself. And oh, we got very wide. Oh no! I think we backed. Oh, and it got very wide again. That's how much we're pushing to catch this young Dutchman. I think actually we did get away with that as we go back to this is going to be Hamilton, and I think we're about to see him pass Valtteri Bottas coming down the stretch here. Are we going to see him pass Valtteri? Oh, Valtteri's not giving him the room, that's for sure. Oh, he's going to try around the outside, why not? Oh, that was a bit naughty. I don't think Hamilton's going to appreciate that one. Bear in mind, that's a team that's scouting us right now. wanting to put us in their car for next season. As we well, now look at this. We're right up to the back of Max Verstappen. We're giving it everything. Overtake, rich mix, but we're not gaining on him just yet.
Battery charge is low. If we turn down the ERS deployment, we can harvest more energy.
This car's good under the brakes. As going to turn this horrible I don't like this stadium complex. I really don't. It's a really horrible staging complex with such horrible hairpin turns. Why couldn't they have done something pretty simple?
Some information on Stroll.
I don't know.
They seem to have an issue.
But I tell you what, we're getting awfully close here to Max Verstappen. We might have a go into turn 1 here, because it looks like we've got a hell of an exit there. In fact, we've got DRS as well. Up the hill into turn 1. We are gaining. Look at this. We're gaining. He's left the door open again. You've left the door open, Max. Coming through. Thank you very much. That's second place. Second place for us there as we head through the S's. Now, we did get a message on the radio earlier, about a lap or so ago, that Lance is struggling because he's got a problem. So it looks like we're going to definitely win this race now. Unless Lance's problem is not bad enough that he can still hold on for this race victory. I'm hoping he can't hold on for the race victory. Well, you don't want to wish that on your teammate, because that's not nice wishing it on your teammate. But as we have our tyres overheating, that's something we could do without. Definitely could do without our tyres overheating, but it doesn't seem to be affecting us right now, which is good news, I should say. As we head into turn 16. Turn 16 is such a horrible turn because you get the power down and you're going to be sliding all over the place. We're going to give it overtake and everything now as we come through turn 17 and turn 18 into turn 19. And I think this is going to be where Lance Stroll, as we run a little wide out of 19, this is where Lance loses the lead. Oh, you got to feel sorry for him here, but he's raced his little heart out here as the young Canadian. But he's let us through. He let us through. He knew what was coming there, and he thought save the inevitable and just get on with it. And in fact, if we can now get away, he's actually going to hold up Max Verstappen here, and Kimi Raikkonen's not too far behind him. But if we can go, we've got this race victory. This will be race victory number 13 for the season. Yep, you heard that right, folks. 13 victories for the season. But something tells me that Lance is not going to be able to hold the Dutchman off, and nor the hell hold the Finn off. Oh, he bad lock up. He must have a brake issue, because he wouldn't have done that. As he doesn't even have DRS, and that's an annoying thing, as he has a think about a move on Kimi. In fact, Kimi's having to go at Max. You two fight, I don't mind. Oh, poor Lance. He doesn't deserve that treatment, I tell you. As we're coming out of turn 16, it's a parade to the line now. 13 of the best, equaling, well, I think that betters Michael Schumacher's tally for the 2004 year he had that was domination. But we're going to come out the last corner. We got the checkered flag in the air, a little wide out of turn 20. No one cares. We've won the American Grand Prix. It is absolutely
Yes, that's
fantastic.
A podium. Excellent drive. The team have worked especially hard this weekend, and this is a fantastic reward.
It was a magnificent race and a drive right out of the top drawer to take the win for Red Bull today. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day, the overtaking, looking after the tyres, but at the end of it all, if you want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone else, and that's exactly what they had today.
And I can see now the drivers are making their way out. We need Red Bull fighting at the front. They do an incredible amount for Formula One. And that's another winner's trophy heading back to Milton Keynes. Poole increases their championship lead. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
I'm going to say Carlos Sainz. It was probably one of his best drives this season and I was thoroughly impressed.
It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time though, goodbye.
Is that it? Are they done talking? Well, that is horse shit, for a lack of a better phrase. We have been given a 3-second penalty, and I'd love to know what for. Exceeding track limits. I didn't exceed track limits. Apparently, I'll give multiple warnings, probably for exceeding track limits when I never did. That is just utter you know what. Unbelievable. Dear me, so Max Verstappen has won this race, and not myself. Lance Stroll would have won the race if he didn't have his problem, because I think he had the right strategy. Mind you, we would have run the race if we didn't have to replace the wing that what's his name damaged? Verstappen. All part of his plan, I'd say. That's an utter joke, that is. Oh well. After 22 minutes of racing, we're gonna head back to see Claire, and we're gonna divulge what happened, and hopefully she can make understanding this, because I really can't make head nor tail of this. What an utter load of...
Great work out there today. How do you think it went?
Terribly. We got cheated.
You must be thrilled to be up on the podium.
No, I am not thrilled, being honest, because we should have won that race. So I'm just going to compliment the team there.
Would you say that your rival is still on your level?
Well, Lance should have won that race, really. I think we'll just say that. He doesn't have my car.
You had a close battle today, didn't you?
It was a bit close with Lance there, I'll agree.
It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it?
Yeah, I was an idiot magnet today. Yeah, damn right the Red Bull is going down.
Great, well that's everything.
Idiots. Honestly, think that, well, I'll just beat Lance all over again. Apparently it's saying I didn't have a podium finish. Well, I did have a podium finish because I finished third. You turd. A few more points for us. We can spend some to make some. That's what we like to see. Oop, dear me. Yeah, for those who don't know, I've got a new phone for Christmas. Finishing first. I didn't finish first. Oh, come on. Where did I... Oh yeah, I finished fourth in Japan, didn't I?
Commiserations on that
Could have
result.
done with
It's been a tough
those
weekend.
bloody 600 rep points.
You didn't complete the last goal the team set out for you. That's not going to look great on the contract review.
Wow, look
So
at
make
my
sure you take
value.
these objectives
My value's all the way up there. Oh well, let's go and give Williams something to remember me by. Shall I get that one? Yeah, I'll give him that one. Or should I get that one and annoy them? No, I'll give him that one. Might help along, it might not. So well, we developed 16 aero parts and 11 power parts for Williams. Yeah, I think we're leaving them in good hands when Sorokin comes into the team. Is everything doing here? No, that's right. Yeah, they're all the way up there. The team I want certainly plateauing, aren't they? Well, we'll have a think about that. What's my message? Congratulations on the podium. Oh well, that's it for this race weekend. As you can see, we're look at that, we've podiumed every race apart from Japan, which was our error. Japan was our error, we'll admit that. But hopefully it won't be an error for much longer. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that race. I certainly enjoyed that race, even if some people didn't want me to enjoy that race. And we shall see you for the next video. So take care everyone, we'll see you next time.